Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. My name is Stuart Buck and I'm Chairman of Youth and Education Support. And I normally let you guys do all the talking and never get round to telling people what YES is about. So it started as a small group, unofficially, within the flying club circles, if you like, and we were all LAA members. So we are a strut under the big umbrella of the Light Aircraft Association. The Light Aircraft Association is the next speaker, so I'm not going to pinch Steve's thunder. But this is what we put on our website as our aims and objectives. I say it starts out with youth. Education, we will equally go and tell people to fly responsibly and courteously. We don't want our members of the LAA beating up people and annoying the neighbours, because we'll get a bad name and they'll try and shut down airfields. So it's all about educating adults as well, and educating adults about how they can change the way youngsters are brought up, if you like, and hopefully for the better. And we'll support anybody if they've got good intentions. So that's where YES comes from. We've got a website. Coming down here, we've got the aircraft building projects, which is, I suppose, where I started, threw some money at it and said, if we're going to do it, we've got to get on with it. At Capt, we train in MET, navigation, airmanship for young people. We go to exhibits, do activities for young people at aviation shows such as Shuttleworth, arranging talks, practical activity sessions for schools and youth groups, and arranging aviation activity days for Beavers, Cubs, Scouts, Explorers, Girl Guides and others. The others are the Brownies. The Brownies have just been sponsored by EasyJet. They've got their own aviation badge and I started teaching them. I've got to go to the awards on Wednesday for their badges. That's lovely to see. Production and demonstration of training equipment. Dave Hall produces little bits of perspex, protractors and rulers, which normally would cost a lot of money, and he produces them for about 10p. More about that later. We maintain a website. We could do with a better website. We're trying to upgrade that now. And provide guidance on future career in the varied world of aviation. In the banks, we've got Flight Training News, which is a publication for budding commercial pilots. And I suppose I should say that we'd like to encourage youngsters like Danny over there to get into aviation, and it doesn't matter whether you do it as a hobby or as a job. There's lots of jobs out there, dispatching aeroplanes, marshalling aeroplanes, air traffic controllers, pilots, engineers. We are desperately short of the skills in industry. Show you a quick video of the original build a plane, which I was dashing around like I am today, putting out fires, and somebody came along and said, the foreign officers are here to film the project. So they stood me in front of a camera, and this is how it normally happens, unscripted. So this is what happened in 2005, when we were at the National LAA Rally at Okay, now take it off and have a look at it. Be loose. That's right. That's it. Didn't build a plane, but I told them, act as if you did. All unscripted. We can mould it to what they want, somewhere. You know, whether it's IT, somebody says they want to do IT, then we bring on the GPS type thing, and they can write software programs to work navigational exercises in the plane and then go and fly it, or fly it and then plot it on their computer when they come back. The people that weren't building on this project, we involved in the PR side, so they had to alert the local paper and keep the media fed with project updates. So there was a lot to be done on the project. We didn't get all the boxes ticked as we wanted, but a lot of it came good, and the lessons are there for future projects. If we want to pick it up and we can get enough sponsorship, people interested. We've had people in Hong Kong, in schools in Hong Kong, that have picked up on it and want the basic knowledge to go and do their own thing out there.
Walk back and take the wings from floor 3 of you. Okay? Have we got it? Okay.
It starts out with learning the discipline to do an audit on the kit of parts for a start, making sure everything is there together, organisation skills, and then we go on to health and safety, where they learn about wearing eye protection before they're doing drilling on the riveting, etc. They have to put together a work schedule so that they're there on time and they turn up regularly, otherwise nothing gets done. And these are ground rules for life. We go on when we get flying to teach them geography and maths in navigation, all sorts of science skills. Yeah, it's endless, really.
It's great to see how you can go through something and actually achieve something at the end of it and see like what the finished product will be like. And
it's just the thought of you put together something that will fly in the end. It will actually fly and be able to take people flying. So kind of that end of the project.
The kit comes in modular form, so the parts are all pre-drilled and made, so it's an assembly job rather than a construction job, but nonetheless it's still a huge amount of work. We spent about 200 man-hours splitting the kit up into various modules that can be built throughout the country, 2 wings, a fuselage, tail surfaces and stuff like that. But then once that was done, the cadets then had to put it together, and I don't know how many hours they spent because it was never recorded, but I would guess something in the order of about 500 or 600 man-hours. Okay.
The controls you know about, alright? We call the control column back to the right. That one goes up, this arrow goes down.
That goes back a long way. I really wonder where that young lady and that young man are now. That was 2005. I'm sure they're doing very well. We continue on the agenda. It will change. It's like an air show. Some people get technical and can't turn up, etc., etc., so we fill the slots. But we'll do our usual bit of introducing ourselves. So Graham, 30 seconds. Quick introduction from Graham and everybody else join in, please.
Graham Wiley, I'm a pilot and I've worked on the Royal Aeronautical Society build a plane projects, one here at Cosford/Telford and one at Wolverhampton, and I'm currently a member of YES on the committee.
Vice chairman now.
Oh yes,
Since the 8th.
I'm Dave Hall, I'm the secretary. I've been pretty much since the start of it, and Stuart and Sheck come from a flying background, but I didn't take up flying until I was about 50, 60. So I've got my feet going.
From a flying background, your dad?
Yeah, my dad was a pilot in the war and moved on to aircraft like the Britannia here and the York, flew both of those in his time in the OEC.
Thanks, Dave. He is Mr. Yes. It wouldn't survive without Dave. And another one who we can't do without now is Stuart Buckingham.
Yeah, I'm a Stuart as well, which causes endless confusion on the committee. This is an email from Stuart to Stuart, and who's telling who what. But yeah, I'm the treasurer. I've been with YES for about 2 years, I guess now. So my job to keep the books balanced, but it's great to get out and come to the events and meet the people that it's all about. So it's great to see such a good bunch of people here today. And, I'm sure we're in for a good day. As we did indeed have just 2 weeks ago, a similar event that we held down in Brooklands in Weybridge, for people living the other side of London.
Don't let me forget you, because when we've done this, you are.
Yeah.
I'm Graham Chasers. I'm a college lecturer in the College of West Anglia. I'm also with the British Aviation Archaeology Council. I also represent the Lincolnshire Aviation Preservation Society with Aviation Heritage UK.
Sure.
Thanks, Shirley Reynolds. I'm the lead cabinet member of the Telford and Rinkin for Education, Employment and Lifelong Learning, which is a bit of a mouthful. I've also been a college lecturer for the last 20 years, teaching computer science to year 13, 16 to 18-year-olds, has basically been my area. Done some teaching for Wolverhampton University as well, so I do feel this is my sort of area. I have a little link with the RAF. My dad was in the RAF and he used to fly helicopters, air sea rescue, so I do have that.
Good, thank you. Mr. Mayor. Stephen.
I'm Councillor Stephen Reynolds. I'm a borough councillor over in Telford and Rinkin, and I'm also the mayor of Oakham Gates, which is the centre of the universe as far as I'm concerned. I'm a huge supporter of what goes on at these conferences, and STEM is such an important part of the curriculum nowadays, and it's essential that we get the right students learning all about engineering and mathematics and what have you, science.
Right, that's it.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, never mind.
Now, I'll stop there for a moment because I treat these as mates, Stephen and Shirley, and it is a way of working. But for you youngsters, there are times when you need to know sense of occasion. And if you're going in for an interview with Mr. Mayor, then you will act responsibly and respectfully. So,
You
thank
just
you.
lost the job.
Matthew.
I'm Matthew Studder Kennedy. I'm the Learning Coordinator for the Shuttleworth Trust, which, as many of you here will know, includes the Shuttleworth Collection. If you don't know about the Shuttleworth Collection, then I'll be very glad to tell you more about it over coffee later on. And also many of you in here I know from supporting the Discovery Zones at Shuttleworth. So at the air shows, it's organisations like Air Scouts, like the Royal Aero Society, and YES in particular, who we put on STEM activities to encourage young people into aviation in a flying environment. So if you're not working with us on that and you would like to promote your club, your society, then please come and see me.
Thank you, Matthew.
I'm Hughes, and I'm the chair of the Vintage Aircraft Club. I also do a lot of work with the Light Aircraft Association, running the aviation art contest for young people for the UK, and working with the Struts, and I do some research at Duxford.
Good morning, I'm Alan Twig. I used to be with Rolls-Royce and retired to run a gliding centre in Bicester. Way back when Stuart started the build a plane, we were sort of working together. He went to build a plane, I went to Scout aviation camps. I'm really, really pleased to see how Stuart started things together. Nowadays, I represent the Royal Aero Club in Switzerland at the FAI. So all of the LA gliding associations, modelers, that sort of thing, we represent them in Switzerland, where I'm going next month.
Thank you, Alan. It's not my thing, it's everybody's thing, this YES thing. You specialise on your...
I know you have your blood and sweat and tears. Don't undersell yourself.
Steve.
Morning, Steve Bell. I'm chairman of the Norfolk and Suffolk Aviation Museum. I'm also an active Air Scout leader over in Lowestoft and a private pilot.
And took the Scouts to Oshkosh 5 years ago or something. Yes, John.
Yeah. I'm John Chorley. I first came here in November 1968 as an airman. I teach at the Aeronautical Engineers at the University of Wolverhampton campus just up the way there. We're just about to start students building a Sonex aircraft. And I know quite a few people in this room. I actually come from Wednesbury. So at the age of 16 I left Wednesbury and came here. So that's a nice little link there with the Scouts. I know both Stuarts there through owning a share in Volco Junior, which is a lovely aircraft that we all fly and have fun with. And I've got an ex-student, an RF student of mine, just sitting there as well. So it's a lot of people here I know, and it's good to be here. I have colleagues here today, but unfortunately we've got an open day up at the university campus, and we're recruiting for people who want to become aeronautical engineers. So if there's anybody here that's interested, we've got a good course going at Wolverhampton. Thank you. Eric.
I'm Mary Curry Sargent of George Williams Trust. I was at Arklewood where we built a plane with the students, with all the help, I should always say. And I have no background in aviation whatsoever, though I have a husband who was an armourer, so I think that counts. I did do Hawkins, so that's all right. I've got a son that's in the RAF, who is in sunny climes at the moment. I just think all kids should be flying and doing things. So.
He's one of our Grahams. We've got lots of Grahams in the class here.
Good morning, Graham Harris. I think Mary meant her son's wearing salmon-coloured boots at the moment. I'm a retired aerospace engineer, fellow of the Aeronautical Society, worked on the 2 local builder plane projects here, and served on the National Advisory Board that controls 6 aircraft builds.
Mike Fenlon, the Royal Aero Society builder plane volunteer, working on the Arklewood and Hemsford builder planes.
Graham Ellis, also a pilot, and I've been a volunteer with the previously mentioned builder plane projects, and looking forward to a 3rd one hopefully soon. Thank you.
I am Radhi Ramji. I'm from the Wolverhampton Build Plane Project, and I'm a flight simulator instructor, or was, but I still do this.
Thank you, Radhi. Jeff?
Good morning, one and all. Jeff Douglas Sim, retired Royal Air Force, now commercial helicopter pilot and instructor, and I'm working on a project to take a helicopter into schools to promote STEM.
Hi, I'm Keith Griggs. Flew down this morning from East Fortune, up near Edinburgh. I'm currently employed by Amy Community, which is looking after 76 schools in and around the Scottish borders and central Scotland. Currently involved in getting them organised in a STEM project to build a plane, with a number of schools interested in the project. And this morning I brought down a colleague who's looking around the museum at the moment, who first learned to fly here when he was 14-year-old as a cadet. He's now well into his 70s, having flown Hercules and 747s.
Well done. Give him a round of applause for coming down from everyone.
Morning all, my name is Brian Dixon. One-time pilot, long-time aircraft engineer, and presently National Secretary of Aviation Heritage UK, an organisation that looks after aircraft museums around the country. You'll be hearing more from me very shortly, so I'll shut up now. I think it's enough.
Good morning, I'm Matt Alden. I've got no aviation background whatsoever. I'm here with Brian. I do, however, have a passionate interest in aviation and the education of aviation. I'm involved with a charity which is promoting aviation.
And the charity name is?
Aviation Preservation, Restoration, Education Society. I'm great for shit.
Dave? Yeah, you'll remember that.
Yeah, my name's Dave Johnson. I'm the group scout leader for a group called 617 Sandwell Air Scouts. We meet in Wednesbury. When we started with 6 kids. We're now up to 88. We'll tell you a bit more about that because I've been asked to go there as well. So,
I'm Danny Circle, and I'm co-leader at 617.
Thank you.
Nothing.
Hi, my name's Alfie, and I've been in 617 Air Scouts since September last year, and I've really enjoyed doing it.
Very good. I'm glad you put that last bit in. How many in your patrol?
There are
there's 30 kids altogether, right? Yeah. So, but they're split down into about 6 or 7 groups at a time.
Thanks for coming. Where are we?
Morning, I'm yet another Stuart Darby, and I'm the chairman of the West Midlands LAA Stroke Placement Halfpenny Green. I'm a PPR holder and currently building an RB12.
Carl Webb, I met Stuart and some of you at Brooklands a couple of weeks ago, and Stuart emailed me 2 days later and said, can you come and talk up at Cosford? So that's why I'm here. And so you'll find out more about me on the graveyard shift at 3:30. So I'll wake you up.
You're a teacher. You didn't tell us you were
I'm a teacher, yeah. Well, until July.
Right. Jean, go on.
I'm Jean Slater, wife of Steve Slater from the LAA, and I'm here to learn more about young people in aviation.
Thank you very much. Steve, go on.
Yeah, hi, I'm Steve Slater. I'm not going to say very much now because I think on in a couple of minutes' time as Chief Executive of the Light Aircraft Association.
Okay, thank you. Matt?
Good morning, I'm Matt. I'm ex-RA at River, and I currently work as a civilian instructor with 2497 Airplanes, which are based here at Cosford. We've got about 88 cadets, I think. No, we're here today.
Lovely. Ash? Good introduction from Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash Rogers. I'm a cadet flight sergeant at 2497 Cosford Squadron, and I'm also a flight staff cadet at 637 RAF Little Wellington Volunteer Line Squadron.
Hi, I'm Flight Sergeant Alex Bryan. I'm also a cadet at 2497 Cosford Squadron, and I'm here because I really like learning about flight.
Hi, I'm Flight Sergeant Lyndon Parsonage. I'm also from 2497 Cosford Squadron with Ash. I went on a flying scholarship last year. We'll talk about that a bit later. Just here to learn a bit more about aviation.
Lucky chap.
Well, Gary Murden, 47 years as an aeronautical engineer. Started my career on gas turbines with a certain company, Rolls-Royce, I think it was. Ended up on propellers with Doughty propellers. Retired last year, at which point the Jet Age Museum in Gloucester got their hooks into me and asked me to help coordinate their education programme. That's why I'm here today.
Mrs. Gary?
I'm an aeronautical widow because the time that I haven't been married for 42 years, I've been to I know quite a bit about aeronautics.
Thank you for coming. Jim?
Morning, I'm Jim Johnston, the Scout Leader of Hertfordshire. Hertfordshire Scout County own their own aircraft for which we fly scouts, and you hear more about that later. I'm part of the A team and do the technical bits of the ground school.
Wendy?
My name is Wendy Hawkes. I partner up with Jim with the Hertfordshire flying and stuff. So we're part of Hertfordshire Adult Support Unit for Air Activities. I'm also a Beaver Cover Scout Leader for 2nd Pitchin Air Scouts.
You don't mess with Wendy.
Morning, Nick Elborn. I'm here to represent Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association. I'm director of that, also a private pilot, and I'll talk later in a very short presentation. And I hope to talk to some of you through the day. Thank you.
Kelly, go on, you might as well.
Me, yeah. Good morning all again. I'm Kelly. I've been at the museum there for 11 years. Used to be a museum attendant in the houses, so I can tell you a little bit about the aircraft, not too much. But I'm also now part of the Access and Learning team, which will tell you more about what we do a bit later on.
Thank you. Sophie, you tell me you've got the best job in the world.
I have got the best job in it. I'm Sophie. I'm also part of the Access and Learning team here at our museum Cosford. And my main priority is the staff programme, which I'll talk to you a little bit about later. Just to let you all know as well, we do have 2 more colleagues coming from the Michael Beacon Conservation Centre here. They've got some prior engagements to make, but they will be here to talk a bit about the apprenticeship.
Thank you. Patricia.
Hi, I'm Patricia Porter, and I'm with Metal Seagulls, the Zen Air and UL Power reps for the UK. I was also involved in building an airplane 2016 with young people and women, and I absolutely just love young people who have enthusiasm for aviation.
Is Graham going to say something? Hi, Graham.
My name is Graham. Just
speak to you later.
And I'm Jonathan, and my most important job is the where
and husband Patricia. We build aeroplanes and try to spread the love of rivets.
You ordered the lunches, didn't you?
We did indeed.
Thank you very much.
Most important.
Stuart. A bit like the Yes profile, I skip over these things as if they're not important, and on the sponsor side, I'm afraid I don't give them enough credit. So Stuart, our treasurer, is gathering the money, and we'll thank you.
Thanks, Stuart. Yes, as I said earlier, as treasurer, obviously my job to keep the books balanced. Just as an aeroplane won't fly without money, and anyone that's got an aeroplane knows that, then likewise for Yes. And these conferences, the one here and the one we had two weeks ago down at Brooklands, are a major part of our activities each year. They do cost, and we are very grateful to a number of generous sponsors that have sponsored these events. So I'd like to acknowledge those. I'll just run through them in alphabetical order. Aviation Skills Partnership, not with us today, but a leading organisation in providing training facilities for a whole range of careers in aviation, aircrew, engineering, cabin staff, all sorts of things. They run courses for in their colleges. Number two, alphabetically, is Boeing. We're very pleased that they are also happy to support this conference and our previous conference down at St Brooklands. We're also grateful to recognise the assistance of Hayward's Aviation Insurance. Many of you who have aeroplanes will doubtless have insured their aeroplanes over the years with Hayward's, as I do, and I know some others here do. So thank you to them for their help and support. As Stuart mentioned, Yes is a strut, which is a sort of a subgroup within the Light Aircraft Association. Delighted to have Steve Slater, the Chief Executive of LAA, with us today, and thank you, Stuart, for the sponsorship that LAA has provided for this event. Finally, in our alphabetical list, I'd also like to acknowledge the support of the Royal Aeronautical Society and their contribution. So those are our financial sponsors, but I'd also very much like to thank the RAF Museum, because without your provision of the facilities here, there would be no conference here. So very much I'd like to express gratitude to that, and to Kelly and Sophie for your assistance here on the day, and your other two colleagues whose names I'm afraid I don't know, but I'd like to thank them as well. So, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Down at Brooklands, we did a breakout session to see what people thought of the show and what we were doing right or wrong. So during the day, if you could make a note, at the end of the day, we'll probably add your comments to that. People are saying, what's changed since the last year? Jeff particularly said, I'm kind of long interested in what's changed last year. I must speak up for ASP, in that at the time they were building a facility at Norwich, a big college at Norwich, in partnership with other organisations and the education people down there. And they've since announced one at Silestone, which is the headquarters of the Cadet Gliding Movement. And now I see that they're opening a college at Cranfield as well. So those guys really are going gangbusters. So that is a change from last year. All credit to them. Sorry we haven't got a spokesman for them here today.